Well, I think there's been some confusion about gender. And in ranching, gender is a very solid thing. So let's cover the ranching terminology for genders today, because there's more than just two terminologies for gender. And I'm going to explain to you what those do and how they work in nature. So in ranching, there's a few terms that you got to get familiar with, and we're going to cover all four of them. There are cows, heifers, steers, and bulls. So those four are actually in two different genders, but speak about each gender in a different way. So let's cover the first one first. Let's cover a cow. Okay, a cow is a female animal, and these are cows right here. This is a cow right there. That's a cow. That's a cow. And they have a unique ability. Oh, here's another kind of cow. This is I think she's part shorthorn, or like she's got something different in her, maybe Corriente or something, because she looks pretty unique. She's kind of a unique cow. Oh, you son of a buck. This horse is acting like he's never seen a cow before. Okay, these cows all have something in common. All these cows can do something very, very unique, which is they can produce another animal, another cow or bull, in their stomachs, and then give birth to it, and it is alive. That's very unique to them. So we're going to see if we can get a little closer shot of a baby cow, which is called a calf, and trying to kind of demonstrate what comes out of these things. Come over here and look at this little guy. So this right here is a calf. He's a baby boy calf. So this is what comes out of a cow. They weigh about anywhere from 50 to 120 pounds when they're born, and they're pretty inexperienced at everything, but they have life, and they come out of a cow. That is an absolute miracle that can happen, only given to them by God. Okay, so we've covered cows. There's another female element of ranching, and that's called a heifer. A heifer is actually a calf, a female cow who has not had a calf yet. So anything from all the way from a baby up to the point where they have their first calf is called a heifer. So this right here, right there, is a heifer. It's just a little cow right here. And then the one right behind it, right there, let's see. And then this is a heifer. She was a heifer until like 10 days ago, right here, right here. She has a calf now that's right there. See the baby calf? So she was a heifer until she had a calf. So a heifer is actually a cow that hasn't had a calf yet. Once she has a calf, then she's a cow. This one here is still pregnant. She's gonna have a baby pretty quick here. And you'd see she's got a bag. When she starts bagging up, that's another thing that cows can do. Horse is trying to push me over. That's another thing that cows can uniquely do, is feed their baby. So they can have a baby and then they can feed it from their body. And they feed it something right off the bat called colostrum. It's not actually milk, it's called colostrum, and it has a ton of minerals and everything that boosts the calf's immune system when it first is born. And so you need to have that colostrum to kind of give them a head start before they go to milk. Hey, you need to go back over there. So that is cows and heifers. What are bulls and steers? So bulls, because of the testosterone in their bodies, they grow up quite a bit different looking than cows. You can see this one right here. This is a bull. And he's a lot bigger, he's heftier, he's very thick. And he has the ability to produce sperm, which when inside a cow can fertilize an egg to produce that calf. It's another God-given unique thing that bulls have. Cows cannot produce a calf on their own. They can't produce sperm. They have to have a male cow, just like this one, which is called a bull. You can see how thick he is right there. And his head's kind of big, like that. See that? So that is a bull. Bulls are very unique in the animal kingdom as well. Bulls, male animals. Now, what is a steer though? Does that change the gender when we make it a steer? Well, a steer is actually just a calf or a bull that we remove the testicles of. So we don't just, if you ever heard of a vasectomy or something, that makes a male sterile, meaning they can't have babies, but it doesn't make them a steer. To make them a steer, you actually have to completely remove the testicles. So to do that, there's two ways to do it. One is to put a rubber band on them, which cuts off circulation and then they drop off. Or number two, like we just did in a video that I'm making right now, take a knife and you cut them out of there. They do that because steers are mostly what we eat. So steers are the food product, typically. And to make them a food product, you don't want a lot of testosterone, or it makes it tough, makes it a little harder to get that nice tender meat out of it. So when you make a steer, it kind of takes a lot of that testosterone, muscle building kind of thing away. And it's not really that. It's like the muscle that they build as bulls is not quite as good. So most of the bulls, when they're done being used for breeding, they will make them into hamburger, but very rarely do you want like steaks and roasts, because it'll be pretty tough and hard to eat. I realize there's much more to this than just science, but not in ranching. Ranching, it's very clear. In science, it's very clear. In the world, it's very clear. These are males, these are females. Bulls are males, steers are males. Even though they're cut, they're still a male. A heifer is a female. Even though she hasn't had a calf yet, she still has the ability to do that. And when she has a calf, she's then called a cow, still a female. So I just wanted to clear this up because I think there's a lot of confusion in the world right now about male and female and what the difference is. And I'm just pointing out to you how God made them. If you have any questions about this, I know this is a difficult subject for some people, even though it's pretty hard to dispute. That's a bull and that's a cow. But anyway, leave your comments in the comment box. Until next time, I'm Trinity Vandenaker. God bless.